What's going on, everybody? Trader Bryce. Welcome to Small Cap Recap. Not much to update on today. In fact, I actually wasn't even in front of my screens much today. I was at the bank for a lot longer than planned, just figuring out some account stuff. So I wasn't really looking at the markets all day today. That being said, I do have a couple charts kind of to talk about and just go over likely what happens during market periods like this. I can't confirm it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I can tell you exactly what's going on, but it's a lot of just the SPY and the Qs, the NASDAQ trying to find a bottom right now that we haven't completely found yet. And so we'll just kind of go through a couple charts, a couple things that I notice and things to keep in the back of your mind. This is still a great time to study. It's a great time to learn, not necessarily, understand what's going on right now. Yeah. But more importantly, understand that if you can get through this time, if you can be patient while the great setups aren't there, especially on the long side, that you're going to be able to make it through any market condition. This is very, very slow. And that's okay. If you're still around, that is a huge props. That's a huge accomplishment, right? That's very big. It's very important because a lot of traders have blown up during this market chop. And that's what market chop does. It takes money from the dumb and gives it to the rich funds. And so now I'm dumb too, so I just haven't given my money away. I can't even say dumb because really when we say smart money and dumb money, we mean retail traders and big money traders that essentially can control these markets a little bit. When the markets are controlled, and it's just about knowing kind of when to be on the sidelines and then when to attack. When retail gets really heavy, when dumb money starts making money, that is the time for us to attack too. And you can obviously learn what these other, the big money is doing. And then there's a lot of money to be made there too, but it's not my style. And it's a lot more, again, it's lower volume. It's a little more unpredictable during slower market cycles. And so we're gonna get into those charts anyways though, but without me continuing to just keep talking, let's dig on in. So here we have the SPY, obviously, just working on finding itself. Just finding, it's nothing crazy. Same with the Qs. The NASDAQ, just finding its bottom, just doing its thing. And so we haven't really found that bottom yet. Maybe we did, maybe. Let's keep our fingers crossed, right? But the charts I want to go over today are DTST and Agri, and you're going to notice they're pretty similar, right? They gap up and do nothing all day. We've talked about it before. And the reason I don't really love even trading at all right now is because risk levels are very, very difficult. Now, as a short, maybe you have the pre-market high risk, right, where you're shorting into that, but even still, 370s down to a low of 310, congrats. Like, if you got best case scenario, you made 20%, cool. Like, congratulations. I don't know. I don't know. Or inversely, let's say you got filled on this dip at 310 and you got out right at 380 and okay, 20%, cool. It's really tough right now, but more importantly are these just huge wicks, right? Where on every side, and then again, discounting that, the more important factor is this low break right here, where you broke low of day only to recover and do nothing. You got stopped out on the long. You might have added in as a short just for nothing to happen, just for all of this stress during the chop. To me, it's not appealing in the slightest. And normally what happens, right, is when DTST had a lot of volume today, right? A lot of volume. And so you're wondering, why can a stock that's a 4 million float do this? You have a few factors. You've got bags, right? You have bags from the past. But more importantly, you have, when there's less volume, a lot of volume is created. You have big money buying dips and shorting pops. And when you have that much money involved, it's, again, just when people are shorting lows, they're squeezing them up. And vice versa. Longs are chasing top, they're shorting into them, they're providing liquidity. And whether there's a bigger agenda or, there's no way of knowing exactly what it's for. Generally, there's a bigger agenda, but, and then they can, just use that position. If there's a lot of shorts trapped, maybe they squeeze it. That's where we get these big squeezes from, is when Right now, you're going to get a lot of shorts because this can probably just become a multi-day short, right? They probably were, if big money was longing this, okay, they probably just started dumping because they didn't want to file for more than 10% of the company, like that they own more than 10% of the company or whatever, and they're just going to ride that short. Inversely, if there are a lot of shorts trapped, okay, instead they start covering their shorts, knowing they're in from lows, and rip it up, and that's where we get a short squeeze. Same thing with Agri, very similar chart, a little cleaner, but not much, right? Not a whole lot cleaner. I would argue that it was clear in the fact that at least it held support very well. It held low a day. What I don't like are all of these, and then this right here, right? That I drew it wrong, but right there, that wick, and then of course we just grind it up, but very, very choppy and annoying action. I wouldn't want to be, there was right in here a decent opportunity, get in at 260s or 220s and ride it up into the 260s, but again, same exact thing, right? 20%. Best case. I guess you could have bought the dip. You could have bought the support dip right here. Yeah, really still, I would have gotten in like the high 220s and assuming I didn't just sell into the 250s. Yeah, I got 20%. And so for me, it's just not worth it. Not worth the risk of losing a lot of money. Not worth the risk of getting in right here, only to get dumped on and take another paper cut loss, only to buy right here through my trend break that I would have loved to get stopped out immediately just for it to work the next time. It's a lot of stress. And so during this time, I am just not really going as heavy. I'm not getting in front of the screens in terms of real-time market watching. That being said, I'm doing a lot of studying from the past right now. I'm digging a lot of data. I'm digging through a lot of data. I'm going through a lot of new data, things that I haven't seen before. And that's what's been my focus during this slower market is I'm not just sitting in front of the screens. And again, for those in small cap rockets, for those in the steady trade team, you have already seen a couple examples of this, and we're going to keep going through previous examples of what works when the market's hot, and that is how I study during a slower market period. So if you guys do want to learn what I'm doing and how I'm studying while the market is slow, exactly my process, and literally giving you guys the examples of what I'm studying and my thought process on it, hit the link down in the description below to join Small Cap Rockets, even just for a trial. It's just a trial link. Just see if you like it. Not going to force you to stay in there, but it is a great way to just continue to learn while the market is a bit slower. It's really one of my favorite ways to study. So hit that link down below if you are looking to, up your studying so that when the market does heat back up, you're ready for it. And I'm going to be ready in full effect. I won't shy away from it. I will use size. I'm going to be really excited for when that market does heat back up. Anyways, though, that's all I've got for today. Again, just those charts. Understand that a lot of that chop is normally, in my opinion, just bigger money controlling the price action. And I don't want to be around in very controlled price action. I want it to be much more organic and natural with a lot more volume. So that's what I'm waiting for, and it will come back. I'm ready for it whenever it does. Hope you guys are trading safe. Hopefully you had a good Monday. Didn't lose a lot. Maybe you made a lot. I hope you did. But that's all I've got for today. So I will see you guys back here on Wednesday for Small Cap Recap. And until then, trade safe, trade well. Peace.
We hope you guys enjoyed that last video. Thanks so much for watching and being a part of the Stocks Trade community. We wouldn't be here without you guys. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Our goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but we can't do it without your help. So if you enjoy what we're putting out and want to hear more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.